Yo, 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 yo. What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? And here we are, still coming to you live, direct, and correct, regardless of what it looks like. There's still a lot to talk about. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just because we don't play this week doesn't necessarily mean there's nothing to cover. And I got quite a few things that I need to cover with the Cowboy Huddle. And maybe you guys can help me. Because I'm still waiting on some breaking news. Oh, I'm waiting. I know that probably sounds bad, but yeah, I'm waiting on some breaking news. And I'm sure you guys are waiting on some breaking news as well. I don't know what it is, but I'll share it with you what I'm looking for. Hopefully, sometime soon. I know it's a process, but ooh-wee, man. This emotional roller coaster ride, I want off. I want off of the emotional roller coaster ride with my Dallas Cowboys. This relationship is really becoming toxic. It's becoming emotional. And I think I need to separate myself for a while. I think I'm going to sleep in the other bedroom. Because this team is working my nerves. But I love my team. I refuse to leave my team, but my team is working my nerves. And I think y'all know what I'm talking about. So here we are. The road for revenge has come to an end. So we're going to get right on into this. But I want to say thank you to all those that has been a part of this Cowboy Huddle, where we come together in the huddle and talk Cowboy talk. It has been a great season, and we almost have made it to the 1,000 subscribers. So please do me a favor. If you're not a subscriber, do me a favor, because I try to bring great content to you guys and ladies about our Dallas Cowboys. So please just take your time down below. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave comments. We need to talk about this. We got the vent. And where do we start? Well, we know the season is over with. That's one thing we know. The season's over with. And I'm going to give you my take on this team a little later. But I'm going to get right on into this, some of the news and updates and what's going on and things like that. Let's get everything rolling right now. And see where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? I have no idea. But again, I have to say thank you to everybody for the great support that you have shown to the Cowboy Huddle. That's been great. There are a lot of content individuals out there, and I know we're not as big as some of those that are out there, but hey, man, we do our part. So anyway, let's get right on into this. So here's a report right here. Let's talk a little bit about Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard has tightrope ankle surgery. Oh yeah, so it was pretty serious. Says Pollard suffered a high ankle sprain and a fractured fibula late in the first half on Sunday's loss to the 49ers in a division round of the playoffs. It is told that he underwent what's known as a tightrope surgery to provide stability to the injured ankle per ESPN. His fibula on the other hand, will heal over time without a procedure. Wow. So, what we do know about Pollard did run for 1,007 yards. He also was nominated to the Pro Bowl. He had 9 touchdowns on 193 carries this season, all career highs, while splitting time with Dallas backfield Ezekiel Elliott. Pollard, a fourth-round draft pick in 2019, is set to become a free agent. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Decisions. Personally, I think what we'll do, we'll probably put a franchise tag on Tony Pollard. I really feel that that's what it's going to happen, and a lot of players, um, they kind of shun franchise tags due to the fact because it's a 1 year, and the risk with having a franchise tag is that you play 1 year under this contract, and the risk is getting injured during this time. Okay, so that's the risk that that a lot of players don't want to take. They rather be on a long-term contract versus a 1 year franchise tag. So um, we don't know what the Cowboys going to do about Tony Pollard, but there are a lot of decisions that the Cowboys have to make. Along with that being said, there's a report on Ezekiel Elliott. Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott willing to accept pay cut to remain in Dallas, which we kind of figured that. We kind of figured that that was going to happen. I mean, as far as right now, he's due to earn 10.9 million in 2023. But so Elliott and the front office have time to reach an agreement. So uh he was asked about, his future with the Cowboys, and he said, "I definitely thought about it," said Elliott, who signed a, 6 year, $90 million contract extension in 2019 following a holdout. He said, "I want to be here. I don't have a crystal ball, but I can't tell you the future, but I definitely want to be here." While negotiating financial terms can prove a process, Elliott's desire to come to the table is a significant step towards an 8th NFL season in Dallas. So, more talk about the running back in the backfield and as far as what are we going to do. So, in which I kind of figured that that would happen with um with Ezekiel Elliott. So, um I'm sure they're going to do some negotiating, and I'm sure that um, Zeke is willing to do that. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. So, in other news, let's go to the scoreboard. Final score: Dallas 12, San Francisco 19. We scored one touchdown. Scored a field goal in the third quarter, field goal in the fourth quarter. That was it. Looking at some of the game summary, we had 206 yards passing to 49ers, 199. We only had 76 yards rushing. Wow. What else is key that got my attention here? Basically, we rushed 22 times for 30 at 37%, and 63% was our passing game, which we passed for 38 times. Yards per play rush was 3.4 yards per carry, and pass was 5.4 yards. Total yards 76. Total passing yards 206. No rushing touchdowns, one pass touchdown. What else would big something that stood out? We had 2 turnovers to their 1. We had penalties. We were 7 for 50. Things like that can basically hurt you. Our third down efficiency, we was 5 of 15, 33%. Wow. Yeah, that's what's going on. So it's been told that there's 3 ways to fix the Cowboys in 2023, and One of them is acquire another Pro Bowl caliber receiver and add depth to both lines. Yeah. Another Pro Bowl caliber receiver. We're still talking about receiving. We had a Pro Bowl caliber receiver. And the madness continues. The madness continues. We're looking for a receiver, which I really felt that T.Y. Hilton was a great addition, but our concept of play calling did not involve T.Y. Hilton, did not involve Michael Gallup, rarely involved C.D. Lamb. Our concept sucks, to be honest with you. So they're saying to acquire another Pro Bowl caliber receiver. And I'm going to tell you why that's a bad deal. And add depth to both lines. Well, I think on the defensive side of the line, I think we're pretty stout. Dan Quinn has built that defensive line pretty much to keep a heavy rotation going. Now we are a little slim. And I've always said, why were we so slim on the offensive side of the ball when it came to linemen? We have a bunch of slash players. We had, Connor McGovern can play guard. He can also play center. We have Jason Peters that can play tackle, can also play guard. We got Tyler Smith that can play tackle, can play guard. So we had a lot of that going on instead of having a depth of offensive linemen. So I would have to agree that we do have to create some depth at offensive line. We do have some players like Avante Collins, and we have Josh Ball, which they're there, but they're not being used. So I don't know how they're going to do that, but this is the three ways that they're saying that we can fix the Cowboys. What do you guys think? I'm I'm curious. I think it's more to it than just a Pro Bowl caliber receiver and the depth in line. I mean, it could help, but we have problems. So yeah, we have serious problems. But it's also been reported to fix Dak Prescott, Mike McCarthy may need to make Cowboys quarterback uncomfortable. Hmm. What does he mean by that? What does it mean to make the Cowboys quarterback uncomfortable? Well, what that means is maybe, just maybe, personally, I would go out and draft a first round draft pick quarterback. And you probably saying, "Gee, wait a minute now. We still got Dak. We can't get rid of Dak." I know we can't get rid of Dak. I think we got the 24, 26 or something like that, 28 pick. Yeah, I think I would. I would make my quarterback uncomfortable because we know that Cooper Rush is going to test the free agent market. So Cooper Rush might not be here next year. So and then we got Will Greer. Nah, backups. And from what you guys saw on Sunday evening, I think we all question our quarterback. I think we all question our quarterback. We all question our offensive coordinator. Big shout out to our defense. Our defense did exactly what we needed them to do. So, big shout out to our defense. They left it on the field. The defense actually left it on the field. I cannot take Dan Quinn had such a great game plan for the 49ers. I mean, we actually took out Debo Samuels. We took out CMC. And our kicker kicked the 40-yard field goal. So we had every chance, every opportunity to win this game. Every opportunity to win this game, but we could not execute our offense. I have a video here that I want to share with you guys, and it's Kurt Warner, and he has a YouTube channel. I think it's Quarterback Confidential, and for one reason, he always go in on the Cowboys as far as dealing with Dak, wondering what is Dak thinking and what is the concept. What is the concept of the play calling? And what I'm going to show you, I'm not going to show you all of it. Now, this is a video that's going to show um, the mishap and the lack of detail of our offense and our quarterback. But I like Kurt Warner, what he does and how he breaks down video. So if you want to look at this video, if you are watching it or if you just listening to this as a podcast, just type in Kurt Warner, Quarterback Confidential, and talk about the Dallas and look for the Dallas Cowboys. He breaks it down. But we definitely have problems on the offensive side of the ball. So I'm going to try to get into this real quick. Let's see here if I can pull this up. Well, I'm going to do this here. I'm going to do this. Let's share the screen. And it should come right on up when I do this. But yeah, Kurt Warner goes in here and he breaks down our offense. And I'm just a little curious as far as our preparation for the game. So let's get into this real quick. And I'm going to put this thing up like this. Sure you guys can see. Yeah. So right here is basically Kurt Warner. I think they're lined up. Dallas is lined up on the 49ers, I think 9 or 8 yard line. This is the play where Zeke does a little hook route in the middle of the field, and he's trying to explain what is going on here. So let's just take a listen. I know if you listen to this podcast, I recommend that you pull up the Kurt Warner QB Confidential, and it will say the inconsistencies continues to crater the Cowboys. That is what you're going to look for. Inconsistencies continue to crater the Cowboys, and he goes down. I think this thing is 58 minutes long, and he's breaking down every play. And man, let me tell you something. We have problems. So let's just check this out.
Okay. And then, well, let's just start there. Okay. So a couple things here. Okay. The first thing that I want to do if I'm running a choice route is I want to get width. Okay. I want to get outside this defender. I want to get him moving outside, and I want to get away from all this stuff inside and run my choice. Okay. So here you see there's no width that this defender never has to move sideways. Okay. So I'm always saying you got to force defenders to cover.
And this, what you're seeing right here, is what we've been seeing all year. We continue to run our receivers right into the teeth of the defense. Where is the details? What is this concept? And Kirk Warner is going to explain this to you. Check it out.
For width and depth. But he never gets outside of him. He pushes right up inside of him and runs a hook. So, I mean, right there, like there's really no chance to hit that because we've never really threatened anybody. Whereas if I go outside and force him to move sideways and then I hook it, I've created width away from that guy. I've forced the underneath defender to cover width. And now I'm popping in that hole, and there may be a window to throw that if that's the case. Okay, so that's detail one. All right, detail two. What are we running on the backside? We are running a corner out a shallow route, okay? And then this is what confuses me, is this route here by the back, okay? This route here by the back. So here's the thing. We've got to think about the different coverages that we're probably going to see down here. And what San Francisco loves to do down here is run a shell coverage. Okay, so it's either quarters down here or it's coverage down here is usually what you get. You might get some man-to-man coverage. If you get man-to-man coverage, then your beaters are going to be this stuff over here as much as anything. Okay, the choice in the corner, good man beaters right there, that's going to be my man beater. But I want to play for the cover 2 shell with the rest of my guys. Okay, so if I'm going to play for the cover 2 shell or the cover 4 combination, and I'm going to run these two things right here, I don't want my back going in here. Because again, you're going to see in a second how that can mess us up. What I want to do is I want to check and put my back on a swing over here. Okay, Kurt, why do you want to do that? Okay, the first thing is they're giving us cover 2 right here. Okay, so if they're giving us cover 2 and I put the back on a swing, I get an isolation on this defender right here. So I just want you to eye this as we run this, okay? So now he's running the corner. We got leverage on the safety right here. If my back's coming out here on a swing, this guy is in conflict. This guy has to cover the deep one and give me the throw to Zeke, or he's got to come underneath and cover Zeke. And now he's going to on the backside if I don't have what I want on the front side. Okay, so that's cover 2, why I want that. Okay, so now let's say they're playing cover 4. So he's playing inside. This guy is taught to drop deep, and he's supposed to be able to cover the corner because he's playing outside leverage on the corner. Now what do we have? Now we have one linebacker back there that has to cover from the hook area all the way out to the swing area. So let's do this the other way. Okay, so let's go here, and let's say this guy's job is to go back there. Now we're putting the swing here. Look at Dre Greenlaw right here.
Wow.
Okay? We've got a shallow coming here. He can only cover. He's the only underneath guy to that side of the field. He can now only cover this guy or this guy. He can't cover both of those guys, right? So right here, he covers Schultz. Now again, the back released inside, so I'm sure he's looking to the inside. But if Zeke's over here in quarters and this guy's dropping to cover the corner, now we've got the backside backer isolated, and we've got somebody in conflict against what I expect them to play every single time. Okay? Here's the other aspect. Where's Zeke go? Zeke goes and checks down right underneath this guy. So if that's our primary guy to that side, why would I put my back underneath him so I can bring more defenders to the party there? Pull those defenders out. Try to open up that guy if he's your primary throw. Because look, he's just turning, and Zeke's already underneath him. It's not like they're two completely different times here in what they're trying to do. So I'm just got all these guys coming to the party here, so we're going to drop it off to Zeke, which is the right decision here. But I've got all these guys that are here to come tackle him because they're already there for the other guy.
Wow.
Got to make the catch, got to make this play. Can't drop it right there. But again, to me, play design. What are we trying to do? What are we trying to do?
What are we trying to do?
What are the details?
What are the
that help us
details?
be successful on that particular play?
Well, you see that? Can you imagine if Kurt Warner was our offensive coordinator? He asked the question, what is the concept? What is the detail? What are we trying to do here? So your concept does not even line up with the defensive scheme that they have sitting out there for you. That was just one play. Big shout out to Kurt Warner and his video as far as sharing with us the do's and don'ts with the Dallas Cowboys. So those credit goes to Kurt Warner. But everyone just saw it. He asked, what is the details? What are the details? Our concept is so elementary. So what I can say is Kellen Moore is good against subpar defensive coordinators, but like the 49ers coordinator, or you talking about Green Bay coordinator, or Phillies coordinator and things like that, or, there are some great coordinators out there. That's when Kellen Moore struggles. Sure, we beat Tampa Bay, but I looked at Tampa Bay defense. Those guys wasn't doing anything. They was playing a soft zone, and Dak was able to pick on point because that was because of old Todd Bowles. I think the game has passed him up. He's playing his old concept defensive scheme, and it played right into Dak's hands. So, how can we expect a backup quarterback from Boise State with very little experience on the field, boy wonder? Hey, I have to tell y'all something. So, old Swagoo actually, you know how I always call Kellen Moore boy wonder. Well, he had mentioned today, he said, yeah, the name Kellen Moore has been tagged with the name Boy Wonder. I'm like, oh snap. Because I used to call him Boy Wonder because he was the Robin. He's not a Batman. He's Boy Wonder. He's the wisdom tooth. And I've been saying that. So, it's been getting around, I guess. Now, Swagoo, I think on first take, I believe that's what it is. He actually mentioned that. So that's pretty cool. But again, how can we expect a backup quarterback to coach a backup quarterback? Where is the tutoring? Where is the development of the quarterback when you have two backup quarterbacks playing? And not only that, but Dak has problems reading the defense. His release, I did this on TikTok, and people thought I was just saying something, but his release is too slow. People said that, even Kurt Warner said that one throw to Michael Gallup, it wasn't Michael Gallup's fault. Soon as he dug his foot in, the ball should have been gone. But Dak held the ball too long. So again, here we are. We're talking about a backup quarterback that's calling the plays to a backup quarterback. And the backup quarterback, which is our starter, is starting to begin to look like a backup quarterback. Fourth round draft pick. Not necessarily saying that he can't be successful, but in order to see what Dak can do, we can get rid of Dak. But what we can do is bring in an experienced offensive coordinator. And if Kurt Warner was available, shoot, yeah, I would bring him in because that's what Dak needs. Dak needs more teaching of the game. There were several times where Kurt was saying how he was staring down the linebacker and his feet wasn't set correctly. So so we can't get rid of Dak. And this is what I was saying by breaking news. Hopefully, I don't want nobody to lose their job, and hopefully Kellen Moore gets the job with the Carolina Panthers. But we have to see if Dak can be better. If Dak can reach the star status that he's getting paid to be, basically. But it's hard to do that when you finish the season with 17 interceptions. In 5 games, you wasn't even in you didn't play. 17 interceptions is a lot of interception for someone that's getting paid the money that you're getting paid, Dak. But it's like we are going through a deja vu because we've been here before. And I say that because with Tony Romo, who was Tony Romo's offensive coordinator, Jason Garrett, another backup quarterback, coaching a backup quarterback. We are repeating history again. That's what we're doing. And I continue to say, Jerry Jones, until you do right by Jimmy Johnson, until you put Jimmy Johnson in that ring of honor, we're going to continue with the same results. Because it makes no sense that you can put the product of Jimmy Johnson in the ring of honor and not the producer of the product in the ring of honor. Something to think about. So what really got my attention, guys? Now this is my take, and I'm gonna get on off of here. But here's my take. It was 2nd and 2, and we're going back to Kellen Moore and his play calling, and Dak not being able to redirect the play calling or anything. So it was 2nd and 2 with 1 minute and 30 seconds left before half. 2nd and 2 before the half. And what do we do on 2nd and 2? We go to an empty backfield. That in itself just let the defense know, oh, they're not running, they're passing. Remember that? And basically, when we tried to pass the ball, it got intercepted. Yeah, yeah, sure did. And they had enough time to go down and kick a field goal, if I'm not mistaken. 1 minute and 30 seconds left before halftime. 2nd and 2, and we're in a spread offense. Again, Cowboy huddle. The concept. What is the detail? You're showing your hand. And Dak as a quarterback, if you've seen this, you should have audible. That could have been a run play, or it could have been a play action, or you could have kneeled the ball a few times if you wanted to and took the 3 points. Again, we had no trust in our kicker, nor did we have trust in our quarterback. That's why a lot of our throws was underneath, and we basically couldn't run the ball. They were scared again. But we did everything to win this game, people. We took Debo Samuels out the game. We took CMC out the game. We sacked the quarterback several times. And guess what? Our kicker kicked the 40-yard field goal. You know, I always say a scared man can't win. And I say that all the time. A scared man can't win, and a closed mouth doesn't get fed. So no one saying anything. No one making any adjustments. Trying to make adjustments. Correcting. I even saw T.Y. Hilton. There's a video right now. Olansky show where T.Y. Hilton was in a slot. Dak tried to throw the ball so far downfield that he didn't even see all the open greenery on the left side. And didn't even look at T.Y. Hilton. But this is where we are. So the question is being asked, who does this game falls on? Does it fall on Mike McCarthy? Or let's do the percentage. What percentage falls on Mike McCarthy? What percentage falls on Kellen Moore? And what percentage falls on Dak? Well, being a head coach, you already know he gets the biggest blame because he didn't make any adjustments. But everybody gets a blame in this game on this offensive side. Big ups to a lot of players on the offensive side. I've definitely got to say that. Big ups to Tyler Smith. He held it down. Nick Bosa was irrelevant. We might have a Pro Bowl offensive tackle, my people. Straight out of North Crowley High School. Right here in the funk, baby. Yeah. So the question is asked, how do we change the culture of this offense? And I kind of said a little bit about that a little earlier. I said, we can't get rid of Dak. We can make him uncomfortable by drafting a quarterback. And no, there's no trading. I don't think there'll be a trade at too big of a hit. No one's going to pick up that contract. But no one said that first round draft pick quarterback had to play. But if he comes along pretty good, sometimes you got to eat the mess that you made. It's all about winning, folks. And sometimes you have to put your feelings aside and do what's best for the team. Personally, Dak played the way he played. I would have pulled him. I would have pulled him for a few series. Say what you want to say about Cooper Rush, but could he do any worse? Could he have done any worse than what Dak did? Like I said, I'm tired of the emotional roller coaster ride. This relationship is really getting toxic. It's getting on my nerves. Maybe we need some counseling. And maybe we need to sit down and talk about our relationship. But it definitely needs to be fixed. So how do we change the culture? Basically, we have to bring in a new offensive coordinator, someone that's experienced, someone that knows the game, someone that played the game, that Dak has someone to look up to learn from. Yeah, he's been in the league 7 years, but he still has room for growth. But after watching the Kurt Warner video, oh my gosh. You guys get a chance, go check it out. It's called The Inconsistencies Continue to Create the Cowboys. It's under Kurt Warner. And he does a fabulous job of trying to help Dak, help the Cowboys, show them what needs to be done. But if you got an offensive coordinator that just doesn't know concept, that doesn't know how to be detailed, how to overcome certain packages, schemes, it's time to move on from that individual. So that's how we change the culture. We have to change the offensive coordinator to see if Dak has more growth in him, or basically have Dak reached his ceiling. Because right now, people, we are experiencing deja vu all over again. But what I do want to say, I want to grade a few people real quick. I really do. I want to grade some people, and I just really think that it needs to be done. So I want to start with Damon Clark. Damon Clark, I'm gonna give him a for overall season, I'm gonna give him a C, because he still have room for growth. Michael Gallup, I'm gonna give Michael Gallup C minus. The only reason I give him a C minus because I can't tell if it's Michael Gallup or if it's Dak, or if it's Kellen Moore. But it may not be Michael Gallup. Deron Bland gets a B from me. Trey Diggs, you get a C minus, my man. I'm sorry. I don't know if you're making business moves or what without putting your pads on anybody. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, you kind of been slacking. Dalton Schultz, I got to give him a B. Dalton Schultz will be a free agent. So let's see how that goes. Zeke, I have to give Zeke a C minus. Zeke needed to take that darn visor off that damn helmet because he couldn't see shit. He couldn't even see the damn holes. He running behind the damn lineman, running into the damn line. What the hell you doing, Zeke? Take that damn visor off. But see, coaches don't think they can talk to the players like that because they make too much money. The hell? Take that damn visor off so you can see where the hell you going. And finally, Dak Prescott. My brother, even though you finished 12-5, and even though you got past the playoff game, you get a D from me, brother. I know that y'all might say that's harsh, but I'm just calling it like it is. Just calling it like it is. But here we are. End of the season. Bags have been packed. Lockers are empty. But I just pray and hope we won't be singing the same song next season. Hopefully we won't be singing the same song next season. We got several free agents we got to talk about. We got individuals that could be released. But here we are again, starting over all over again. Get ready for the Senior Bowl, the Combine, the OTAs, the draft, then the OTAs, training camp. Another season, guys. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired. I'm very tired. Ending up with the same results. But they're my Cowboys. And I rather try to fix the relationship than to divorce the relationship. So with that being said, guys, I'm not going to hold you any longer. I want to say thank y'all for taking our time to listen to what I have to say and report what's going on out there at this moment. We'll continue to do updates, rumors, and news. We'll continue to engage with our Cowboys. But I want to say thank y'all for such a great season. It has been a great season. I've enjoyed every bit of what we've been doing. And we plan on continuing on. And if you're not busy tomorrow, make sure you join me tomorrow as I host the What's Up Wednesday with a panel of heavy hitters. 21 Armando 21. Allow me to buddy in sports. B2 Real Harris. And Dallas Cowboy Chris. So y'all tune in tomorrow. We'll be doing live streaming. We wanted you guys to come on and voice your opinion on tomorrow. That's 7 p.m. Central Time. So set your notification button so you will be notified when we go live. And I'm sure there'll be plenty to say on tomorrow. So what I say it to the fullest. No reason to say, let's make it happen, Dallas Cowboys, because it's already been done. I'm not going to say goodbye. I'm just going to say see you later, because I'll see you tomorrow. It's your boy G, the #1 Cowboy fan, Hampton. And I'm out.